A very big hello to all my amazing, talented, super fun, hard-working KCET champions out there. I know you might be on cloud 9 now. Well, it's totally good to be there. I know there are a lot of worries happening in your life. You might be worried about getting into the college. You might be thinking about your future. You might be thinking whether you would actually get a college or not, or whether this year would be a drop year. I totally understand, and it's totally normal to feel that way. Okay, but do not forget that we are here to help you out, and we would be definitely doing that. Yes, and today I'm here with a very important update from KEA's end, that is about the final seat matrix. So previously we made a video on the basis of the draft seat matrix, and my dear children, honestly telling you, so usually there are no much changes out there, but this year the trend have drastically changed. There are major branch changes in the year 2025's final seat matrix. There are certain colleges that have increased their computer science and engineering seats, which is a very good news. So in the previous video I was telling about the courses which were removed, which was kind of sad also, but in this video I'll be talking about the courses that have been added up, the seats that have been increased, and also the courses which have been removed, so that you can take an informed decision. There should not be any one of you who would say that I want this particular course, and you go for choice filling and then you realize that this particular course have been removed. So do not make that mistake, and we are here for that, for avoiding that particular thing in your life, okay, from your life. So make sure you do not forget to subscribe the channel and also hit the like button, okay, if at all you feel that this video was useful for you. So are we ready? So as of now I'm going to complete the top 20 colleges out there. If you want me to go ahead with more colleges, you can definitely let me know in the comment sections. So let's get in with the first college, that is RV College of Engineering. E005 was the college code, okay, or is the college code, and the one that are marked in black denotes that there is an increase in seats. Okay, so computer science and engineering with AI ML, my dear children, the number of seats were 120 the previous year. This year it is 180. So number of seats that have been increased is 60 seats, and that is not a small deal, right? And out of these 180 seats, 81 seats are reserved for KCET students. There are other students, for example, children who have appeared for Comet K, and also management quota seats are also there. So rest of the seats are for them. Okay, and the cutoff the previous year was 888, but with the increase in number of seats, we can expect a drastic change in the cutoff range as well. Please have that clear idea in your head, and with the help of that, make two lists. One list is a list that you want to get into, the colleges that you want to get into, okay, you may or may not get into, and then there should be another list which you're sure that these are the colleges that if I put, I might get into, and this would be the first college, this is the second college. I'm telling you again and again, this is very important for you guys. Okay, otherwise I'm telling you, you might land up somewhere you do not want to land up in. Okay, so do not make that mistake. It's your duty. I'm doing my work, you do your work. Okay, now computer science and engineering, if we talk about the plain course, again a drastic increase. 285 seats were there the previous year. This year it has been increased to 360 seats out there, and out of that 162 seats are reserved for KCET students. Okay, and 501 was the cutoff the previous year. This year obviously it will be changing up, and all the other courses remains the same. You have aerospace, biotechnology, chemical engineering, civil, computer science and engineering with cyber security, computer science and engineering with data science, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering. So these are the seats the previous year, these are the seats this particular year. In bracket you have the seats reserved for KCET, and here you have the last round cutoff for KCET, okay, for the previous year. Now we have electronics and telecommunication and engineering, industrial engineering and management, and mechanical engineering. The one that is marked in red means that this particular course have been removed. So if at all you were someone who were aiming for ISC course in RVCE college, I would request you to change your preference, because this particular course has been removed from RVCE for this particular year. Okay, so please make sure you are bringing out that change. Okay. Now going ahead with the next, we have PES Ring Road Campus. E009 is the college code. Again, a good news for you. Computer Science and Engineering with AI ML, the number of seats have increased. It was 480 the previous year. This year it is 540, and out of that a huge number, 216 seats are reserved for KCET champions out there. The cutoff was 3119. Obviously, you can expect a big change out there. Biotechnology, computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and mechanical engineering are the courses which are still available in PES College, Ring Road campus. Okay. Going ahead with the next one, MSRIT or MS Ramaiah Institute of Technology, E006 is the college code. Over here, my dear children, I see no changes. You have artificial intelligence and data science, you have AI, ML, you have biotechnology, you have chemical engineering, civil, computer science engineering, computer science with AI, ML, computer science with cyber security. All of it remains the same. Okay, there are no changes. And over here also you don't find any changes out there. Electrical and electronics, electronics and communication, and electronics and instrumentation, electronics and telecommunication, industrial engineering, information science and engineering, mechanical, medical, aerospace. Please understand, for the children who are looking for ISC, you can give MSRIT as a first preference, because that is one of the best colleges out there which gives information science and engineering, which comes after RVC, but obviously RVC have removed it. So this would be on the first position for ISE, Information Science and Engineering. Going ahead with BMS College of Engineering, my dear children, you have aided courses, you have unaided. Aided as in the fees would be less, obviously. Previous year I think it was 48,000 something. For unaided courses it was 1,07,000 something. That is what I remember. Okay, so for aided courses, obviously the fee would be less, and these are the courses that they are still offering. It's civil, electrical and electronics, electronics and communication, industrial engineering and mechanical engineering. The college code is E003. Remember, for aided and unaided courses of BMS College or any other college out there, the college code would be different. So make sure you're putting the right college code. Okay, so over here the highest cutoff was 2955, which was for ECE. Now going ahead with the unaided version of it, my dear children, one course have been removed, and that is aerospace engineering. So people who are looking forward to join aerospace engineering in BMS College, my dear children, big alert for you, it's not there in this particular year. You have AI and DS, that is artificial intelligence and data science, AI ML, biotechnology, chemical, civil, computer science and business system, computer science and engineering with specialization in IoT and blockchain technology, my dear children. Computer science and engineering, computer science and engineering with data science, everything is there as such except aerospace engineering. I think the thing continues. Yes, you have electronics and communication engineering and mechanical engineering as well. The number of seats you can clearly see, it's 360 over here, which is a huge number for ECE. So if you're planning, you have two options. In BMS, you can go for the unaided ECE and also for the aided. In aided, the fees would be obviously less. Number of seats are also very less. So it's very difficult to grab in. And also if you have what do you call a rank around this, then only you obviously can get into this college. So make your list according to that. On 5th position, we have SGCE College or Sri Jayachama Rajendra College of Engineering. It's a constituent or sister college of JSS STU. They are totally different. Please understand that. They are two separate colleges out there, okay, according to KCET, okay, and they have different college code. In SGCE, you have two type of courses, again aided and unaided. For the aided courses, the college code is E021, and these are the courses which remains the same. You have civil, you have CSE, you have EEE, you have electronics and instrumentation technology, you have ECE, you have environmental engineering, you have industrial and production engineering, mechanical and polymer science and technology. If you see the number of seats, it remains the same, 60, 60, 60, 60. The highest cutoff went for computer science and engineering. It was 2983 the previous year. Okay. Now, in unaided courses, you just have one course, and that is computer science and engineering. The number of seats has not changed yet, but in JSS, you will be able to see the drastic change. Okay, so E284 is the college code for unaided courses in SJSE, and here you still have computer science and engineering. Okay. Now, going ahead, you have University of Visvesvaraya College of Engineering, Bangalore. So, my dear children, I am covering all the top 20 colleges. Even if changes are there, not there, you will get to understand it. Okay. So, over here, you have all these courses unharmed. There are no changes. You have AI, ML, you have civil, you have CSE, you have ECE, you have EEE, you have info science and engineering and mechanical engineering. The highest cutoff was for Computer Science and Engineering, 4914 was the college code. Now if you're looking for Information Science and Engineering, this is also a good college out for you. Remember, UVC is a college which is which you cannot avail through COMET-K. Okay, it is not available through COMET-K. Even PES is not available through COMET-K. I hope you remember that. And for children who will ask about NMIT, okay, I have made a separate video on NMIT, what is the process of entrance and everything, but I guess it has not reached yet to you guys. Please understand, NMIT is not participating this year, okay, for the counseling processes in KEA or COMET-K. Understand that it has its own entrance examination. So my dear children, do not do that mistake. Nitya Meenakshi is not there this year. Okay, going ahead, we have JSS Science and Technological University, that is JSS STU. I told you, right, a sister college of the SJC. Over here, the college code is E057, and I have two big newses to give you. Good news is obviously Computer Science and Business System, my dear children. Over here, the number of seats were 60. It has increased to 120. That means almost 60 seats have increased. And out of this 120 seats, 48 seats are reserved for KEA. Now over here, Information Science and Engineering, we have seen so sad news is that it has been removed. Over here, the number of seats have increased. So it was 90 over here, but now it is 180. So 90 more seats have been added up. And out of this 180, 72 are reserved for KEA aspirants. Now over here, that is KCET aspirants. Now over here, the good news that I was talking about, the second good news is that two courses have been added up. One is Computer Science and Engineering with AI/ML and Computer Science and Engineering, and this particular Computer Science and Engineering is exclusively for differently abled. So my dear children, if you're physically disabled, definitely look out for this particular college, JSS STU. You have separate thing. Over here, you would be having 30 seats. Out of that, 12 will be reserved for KCET aspirants. Similarly, Computer Science and Engineering over here, 60 seats, okay, out of that 24 reserved for KCET aspirants. This is a specialized course, that is, it has AI/ML. It's not plain CSE. Okay, so plain CSE here is for differently abled, and there is one more here. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here. Okay, that is for all the other people out there. Cool? Chalo. Oh my God, I didn't mark it. Wait. Okay, I didn't mark it, but here also there is a change. Don't know why I didn't mark it. Okay, so this is also should be colored with black. So over here 180 seats were there. It have been increased to 300 seats, out of which 120 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. Please understand, in that case this number would be definitely changing also. Okay, so 180 seats were there. Addition has been taken place, 300 seats are there now, 120 is reserved for KCET aspirants. So here you have 1, 2, 3 courses where the number of seats have changed, and 2 courses which have been added up newly in JSS STU. So please do your proper research about the college and then only go ahead with putting it in the list. Okay, cool, works. Shall we get in the next one? So we have PES University Electronic City campus, my dear children, which is in Bangalore. E141 is the college code. If you see over here, the number of seats have been increased for Computer Science Engineering with AI/ML. Over here 240 seats were there, but now it is 360. Again, a big number. So almost 120 seats have been increased, and my dear children, out of the 360 seats, 144 seats are still reserved for KCET. That is a big number, okay? And the cutoff is 8522 the previous year. Obviously, it will be changing up. And over here, you have Computer Science and Engineering with no much changes. Similarly, ECE with no much changes out there. So if you're someone who's looking for PES Electronic City campus, you can look out for this as well, since the number of seats are increasing. Okay, going ahead with the 9th college, we have Dandanda Sager College of Engineering. E007 is the college code. Over here you can see a drastic increase in the number of seats for AI/ML. It was 60 in number, that has increased to 120. That means again 60 number of seats have been added up. Out of 120 seats, 54 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. I want you to understand one more very important thing. In KCET aspirants also there is different segregation depending upon the physical disability and all the SNQ quota, SNP quota, a lot of things are there. Okay, so depending on your quota, there will be a fixed number of seats available. So please look out for that as well. Okay, and yeah, so again some course which has been removed is Computer Science and Business Systems. So if you were someone who's planning to join for this particular course, please do not, because it has been removed. Okay, and you have automobile engineering, you have biotechnology, aeronautical engineering, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science and design, computer science and engineering with IoT and cyber security, things like that. It's still there. You have few more colleges out there. You have few more courses out there, and these are the courses. Again, a good news over here. 2 courses in CSE, plain CSE, the number of seats have been increased from 240, it is now 300, which is almost 60 seats have been increased. Out of the 300 seats, 135 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. Same goes with electronics and communication engineering, 240 seats were there, now it is 300, 135 seats again reserved for KCET aspirants. The cutoff, as you can see, it was like this, but this year obviously it will be changing up. One more course have been removed, that is electronics and instrumentation engineering. So always remember computer science and business systems, yes, that has been removed, and also electronics and instrumentation engineering have been removed. You can look out for these the other courses out there which is still available in the college. Okay, so you have computer science and engineering with cyber security. This is different from the IoT thing. Okay, and so computer science and engineering with data science, electrical and electronics engineering, and electronics and telecommunication engineering, information science and engineering, mechanical engineering, medical electronics engineering, robotics and artificial intelligence. If at all you forget the color code, always remember in the red ones I have not filled in anything, so you understand that there are no seats available over here. Okay, if at all you're just taking the snip or things like that. Fine, are we ready to go ahead? I hope we are. On the 10th position, we have Kle Technological University, formerly which was known as BBV CET. It is in Dharwad district, my dear children. E241 is the college code. Over here you can see n number of seats being increased out there. 1, 2, 3, 4 courses are there. So computer science and engineering plain, in that 300 seats were there, but now it has been increased to 480 seats, that is 180 seats have been increased. Out of these 480 seats, 192 seats are reserved for KEA aspirants, okay, or the KCET aspirants, not KEA aspirants, KCET aspirants. Now electrical and electronics engineering, 120 seats were there, now it has increased to 180 seats. Out of these 180 seats, 72 are reserved for KCET aspirants. Then you have ECE, electronics and communication engineering, again a big increase, actually bigger than this over here. So 360 seats were there, now it has been increased to 540. Out of these 540, 216 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. Then you have mechanical engineering, 180 seats were there, now it has increased to 240. Out of that 240, 96 seats are being reserved for KCET aspirants. Rest of the courses remains the same. You have CSE in artificial intelligence, you have electronics engineering with specialization in VLSI design and technology, robotics and automation engineering, or you call it automation and robotics engineering, it's the same thing, okay, and civil engineering and also biotechnology. Rest of the courses, the seats remains the same. Okay, with that we have completed 10 colleges, we have 10 more colleges. Have you clicked on the subscribe button and also hit the like button? If at all you have not, do that. Okay, and also very important information for you guys who have studied from us, okay, and who would love to recommend us to others, okay. If at all, my dear children, if you think, jokes apart, if you think that we have helped you in any ways academically, definitely tell it to the other children out there who are in their PU2 or PU1, because we are here to help them as well. The next year, we have launched Sankalp batch, which is totally free. We have started uploading the videos depending on the chapters out there. We are covering the previous year questions, we are covering the theory part, and additionally JEE questions have also been covered in other subjects. So make sure you are making utilization of that. You are helping your juniors by letting them know about this big information out there. If at all you feel that we helped you, okay, only in that condition. Now on 11th position we have Siddhak Ganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur. E016 is the college code, my dear children. One course have been removed, that is artificial intelligence and data science. The other course have been this number of seats have been increased, that is computer science and engineering. Over here 180 seats were there, now it has increased to 240 seats, my dear children. Out of that 108 seats reserved for KCET aspirants, and that is a very good news, right? And all the other courses, it remains the same: biotechnology, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science and engineering with AI ML, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electrical and instrumentation engineering, electronics and telecommunication engineering, industrial engineering, mechanical engineering, information science and engineering, that is also there. Okay. Now going ahead, we have Bangalore Institute of Technology, which is BIT. Okay, with the college code E008, you have two good newses. Okay, one over here, the other over here. So artificial intelligence and machine learning, if you see, the number of seats have increased way too much. It was 60 and now it is 180. Out of that 180 seats, 81 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. If we talk about computer science and engineering, big number, again 60 seats have been increased. It was 240 seats, then it has been increased to 300. So 60 plus seats have been added up. Out of these 300 seats, 135 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants out there. Okay. Now, apart from that, you have civil engineering, you have CSE with IoT and cybersecurity, you have CSE with data science, you have electrical and electronics engineering, you have electronics engineering with VLSI design and technology, you have ECE, you have electrical and instrumentation engineering, you have electronics and telecommunication engineering, information science and engineering, mechanical engineering and robotics and artificial intelligence. Okay, I need to drink some water, I think. and the next college that we have is the National Institute of Engineering, the North Campus. So please understand, there are two campuses, North and South Campus. Over here, we are going to cover the North Campus because it is coming under 13, the top 20 colleges out there. Okay, so yes, over here, one bad news and the other good news to replace it. So information science and engineering have been removed, but if you talk about computer science and engineering, they have added up the seats. So 240 seats were there for information science and engineering. I think they have added all the 240 seats up over here for computer science and engineering. So it was 240 the previous year, now it is 480, that is double of it. And out of that, 216 seats are reserved for KCET aspirants. Apart from that, you have computer science and engineering with AI ML as well. Okay, so there are North Campus, there is South Campus, and the number of seats and things like that vary. So please understand that the college code is also different. Okay. Now on the 14th position, we have RV University. Over here, there is only one course which is available for you, that is computer science and engineering, and no much changes. 540 remains the same, it is still 540. Out of that, 216 seats are reserved for KCET champions. Okay, on 15th position, we have KLS Gokte Institute of Technology, which is there in Belgaum. Okay, over here, E037 is the college code. If you can see again, one sad news, but the other good news to compensate it. So information science and engineering have been removed. Okay, and if you talk about computer science and engineering, the seats have been added up over there. So 180 seats were there the previous year. This time it is 300, almost 120 seats have been increased. Out of this 300 seats, 135 seats are reserved for KCET champions. Okay, apart from that, if you look at other courses which are available, you have aeronautical engineering, civil, you have CSE and AI ML, you have electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and also mechanical engineering. Remember, ISE is not there anymore in this particular college. Okay, and these were the courses that I was talking about. There are 4 new courses which have been added up over here with small seat numbers. Okay, so you have communication design, you have fashion design, you have industrial design, you have lifestyle and accessory design. Okay, so we have 30 seats, some of them with 13 input, some of them with 14, but yes, you have that in range. So these are new additions which have come in KLS Gokte Institute of Technology. Okay, now going ahead, on 16th position, my dear children, we have RVITM or RV Institute of Technology and Management. The college code is E275. With that, I remember one thing, someone commented under the video that, ma'am, you have not covered RVITM, do not misguide and things like that. Please understand, RV Institute of Technology and Management and RVITM is the same thing, Baba, is the abbreviated form. Okay, so if at all you are not understanding it, which is why you put it down, please, if you are hearing me out, listen to me carefully. This is just the abbreviated form. Okay, so this time I'm telling you, so this is RVITM, or you call it RV Institute of Technology and Management, for the children who actually do not know about that. Okay, I totally get it. So over here again, good news, bad news. So bad news is information science and engineering have been removed. 120 seats gone, and those 120 seats have been added for the new course out there. So this is a brand new course, which is why I have not colored it in black. Okay, so there were no seats over here. That means the seat was not available the previous year. This year this particular course have been added up, and that is computer science and engineering with AI/ML. So if you're looking for RVITM, apart from CSE, my dear children, you also have this option, okay, which is AI/ML specialization course. 120 seats are there. Out of that, 54 are reserved for KCET champions. Okay, apart from that, you have electronics and communication engineering and also the other one. Cool? Sure. Okay, now on 17th position we have Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Bangalore. A004 is the college code. Aided, I am talking about the aided one. So aided actually comes under top 20, unaided does not come on the top 20, but I have still included it for your understanding. Okay, so these are the courses which are available in the aided platform. Over here you have civil, you have computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electronics and instrumentation engineering, electronics and telecommunication engineering, and industrial engineering and management, and also mechanical engineering. If you see the number of seats, it remains the same. There is no much change out there. But if you talk about the unaided one, there are changes over here. Okay, so so over here, my dear children, for computer, just a second, okay. Yes, I think these are the new courses which have been added up. I didn't color it in yellow, so please understand these are the new courses. Yellow for new. So these are the new courses which have been added up. So apart from aeronautical, artificial intelligence and machine learning, civil engineering, computer science and business system, computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and also information science and engineering, you have two more courses. One is computer science and engineering with data science as a specialized thing. 60 seats are there, 27 out of it would be reserved for KCET champions. Okay, electronics and communication engineering with VLSI design and technology, again it's new, 60 seats are there, 27 of them are reserved for KCET champions. Okay, sometimes my brain does not brain much, which is why the color coding is not there, but I hope you understand with the term that I have written, it's new, it's new. Okay, so these are two new courses out there. If at all you were not knowing about that, you know now. Okay. Now on the 18th position, my dear children, you have BMS Institute of Technology and Management, again something that we call as BMS ITM. Okay, we call it BMS ITM, it's the same thing. So over here there is sad news only, and that is information science and engineering have been removed. No other good news to compensate it, but you still have the other courses: artificial intelligence and machine learning, civil engineering, computer science and business system, computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and also mechanical engineering. This course have been removed. Please do not put it in your list. Now we have SDMCE. Okay, yes, that is what you call this college, SDMCE, that is Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara College of Engineering. I was actually not able to find it in properly because this particular name was given. Then while going ahead with the abbreviated form, I was able to find this particular college out there. Okay, so please understand, you might also have to search in that way. Remember, the college code is really important. With that, the search becomes even more easier. So E034 is the college code, my dear children. If you talk about the courses which are there, it still remains the same with no increase in the number of seats: artificial intelligence and machine learning, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, information science and engineering, and also mechanical engineering. No changes out there. Okay. Going ahead with the 20th college, again with no change, which is B&M Institute of Technology, E107 is the college code. These are the courses that they are offering: AI/ML, computer science and engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, information science and engineering, and also mechanical engineering. The number of seats remains the same. There are no much changes. So if at all you're planning to go ahead with this particular college, you see the information over here, you can still go ahead. Okay, but please do your research about the placement data and everything. I'm telling you something honestly, with the amount of research that I have done for you guys, okay, is that not you do not find actual information in all the website. You would have to dig deep in, you would have to research it, and sometimes you would also have to talk to the children out there who are studying in the college. Only after doing all this thing, please make sure that this particular college should be in the list that you're looking forward for. Okay, otherwise do not put it in the list. Please make sure you are doing the research. If at all you are not doing the research, it might not be that great. Yes, and do not forget that we are here to help you out. So my dear children, if at all you think that this video have helped you well, definitely let me know in the comment section, and also hit the like button. Not forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you know someone who's preparing for KCET, do not forget to recommend our channel to them. We are here to help them as well. So bye bye, take care, do not be worried about anything. Okay, see you soon with another video.